get right into it, I guess.
Neon Chrome, the crown jewel of Neon Corp. Some people call it a corporate tower of Babylon. 1,000,000 people call it home.
I think if I was a giant evil
A
corporation,
million people
my base would be a
trust
little bit less
my
tacky.
care and guidance. But trust is a two-way street. The bridge into the future will be built.
I mean, the president's got a big old golden tower with his name on it.
Trust.
Fair.
Your trust score flags you red. You are
Well,
not
it's having the name of the
familiar.
company on there twice, and then the name of the tower in the middle is like...
That's true.
Establish your brand better. Don't be that desperate. Oh, okay. This looks fast.
Trust score of Lab 13 is below acceptable threshold. Please stay calm and wait for removal.
Okay, so Blade Runner Miami.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Trust score of Lab 13 is below acceptable threshold. Please stay calm and wait for removal.
Extremely tepid take, but I mean, I love Cyberpunk, but I'm getting pretty sick of it with how much stuff is just pure aesthetic with none of the substance. I'm perhaps judging this game kind of rapidly, but I'd be shocked if this had like some like hidden cultural critique under what we're seeing right now.
Yep.
Are they innocents?
Maybe.
Not anymore, they're not.
Your quest to bring me down is a waste of time. Eventually, I'll find the real you. Time to say goodbye to your asset once more.
I'm not sure
I
I'd
really
call
like to
those
swing
sneak
this giant gun
attacks.
around. Oh, okay, now I can- Uh, okay, this is upgrade system. Okay, that's yeah. Let me try this again. Okay, we got different characters. Uh, just seems like the best option overall. Big levels. Load out there.
Yes, they are. A bit on the nose.
What?
Avery Mnemonic and Sarah Turing.
Oh yeah. Fair. I'm very confused at how I like died in one tutorial and not another tutorial.
I think that was to illustrate that you are neuropiloting your selected asset.
You called me a murderer. I'm only protecting the Empire from the light.
So it's kind of fascinating on that note that stuff like this feels no need to explain itself because, like, the genre tropes explain what's going on, but if you're not immediately clued into that, then it's kind of baffling.
I mean, Airclass is a little baffling in general.
I kind of like how the backgrounds look more than the actual levels.
I have gear. Okay.
Like, that's a pretty cool, abstract, rainy city outside.
Yeah, that was nice. Oh, these are options here. Better melee. I kind of like this, like, very old D&D map here, too, for the level select. Just a touch you don't see what I'm talking about. I'm slightly, like, baffled by what is power up, what will kill me. Which is a fun exploding thing.
Oh, you know, this isn't like Hotline Miami. This is like Alien Swarm.
Yeah, that seems like a better fit. I mean, I'm not, like, sold at this point, but it's not bad.
I've become a bit of a sniper snob, but sniper snob. Let's just go with that. But it kind of feels like we're just looking at a skin for a game that we've seen 100 of.
Fair? And it's like, yeah, I don't like this readability wise. Like, at no given point can I tell what I'm looking at.
That guard was bad at their job.
Yeah.
So lower DPS, higher accuracy.
Sure.
Who installed these security turrets that just fire in every direction? It seems like they're asking for trouble. Just completely
Oh, is this the health
oblivious
sticker?
guards.
No, it's not health sticker. This is okay. Like, the use of color is nice, but like they don't match up to anything meaningfully. And I should say the palette of colors is nice. Well, this feels like it should be a thing, but it's not a thing. It's lighting. These guards are not, like, very observant.
Levels don't have much of an arc to them either. I feel like I'm being very harsh on this,
Yeah.
but it sort of signs a check it's not cashing.
Yeah.
Everything about it is just so serviceable. The soundtrack is like, ah yes, I too have listened to a Perturbator album once.
Yeah. Are these randomly generated levels? Because that's the only way I can explain that key and lock right there.
Yeah, you've already been tutorialized on that.
And this turret in a glass room is kind of weird. Okay.
Kind of like all the good zombie stories aren't actually about zombies. I feel like all the good cyberpunk stories aren't about shooting.
Yeah. Well, plus, this is like... There is no plot to this game, at least so far. It's just...
Yeah, it's not even really cyberpunk, is it? It's just genre neon.
There is bad company. Go into their base and do things. Yeah.
I mean, are you like a rival company? You seem pretty well funded.
I don't know if the game cares to answer that question.
Right.
I think it's just the whole, you know, like common and bad cyberpunk. Hey, I found a job. Some random guy offered me money to do a thing. I'm doing the thing.
Years later, Adam Jensen's repeated "I didn't ask for this" is still bothering me because he totally did. That's his job. He's the security guy for a big cybernetics company. What did he? What was? Did he just think he was a desk worker?
Well, you
What
know,
was he
most
doing?
actual real-life security guard jobs, you just sit in a chair and watch
That's
monitor
true.
all night.
Oh, maybe he thought he was signing up for that kind of
Yeah.
security guard job.
In which case, that would be pretty horrifying.
I guess so. Deus Ex, but it's Paul Blart. I wonder if anyone's Malkavian modded Human Revolution yet.
Oh no. My drone, who was like a son to me, is expired. Yeah, like there's a pile of debris that I could clear out, but it's not blocking anything.
It's just the debris room where they keep their debris.
This is definitely Rain levels. And like, what's this whole area over here that I didn't bother with? Is there anything in there? Nope. Okay. I'll just leave.
That was another thing that game was so inconsistent about, is like it's really implied that there's like discrimination against people who have augments, except then augments are also like a class signifier, like an upper class signifier, and he has like all the resources in the world.
Well, you know, they're just racist against white people.
Pretty much.
Could you like move, little drone buddy, so I can shoot the thing?
And then didn't they all get all like transhuman rights in like the sequel, which was
They went Aug Lives Matter, which is even worse.
Oh, that's even worse.
They might have
forgot
had
about
both,
that.
honestly. I just remember it was very, very tone deaf, and I seem to recall there was like some actual like really nasty racism in the game. Like,
Oh,
here's this like,
beyond just the lady rummaging through the trash can.
I mean, character accents and stuff like that. And you know, here's some black people and doing custodial work.
Ugh.
That's the ones you're gonna
And
see.
that wasn't even the setup, right? Like the setup, the impetus for it that they put in like all the promotional material
Bad drone.
was the idea that like people had to get augments for medical reasons or to like compete in the workplace or stuff like that, and then they were like life vetted to companies and like they could shut off your eyes, etc. at a moment's notice, and they like if you were a dissident or you ran out of money or stuff like that too. And it's like, but then it's also like they're like cool body hackers, which everyone's just mean to because they hate cyborgs or something.
Yes. It's also one of those like, here's a story about discrimination, but who have never faced it, which is a big problem.
Yeah, I guess that's a pretty common genre.
Hey, what if we were oppressed? Wouldn't that be like epic?
And then even like even Human Revolution, where you get to the end and it's like spoilers for Human Revolution, I guess, but you like find the main scientist guy and you find out he's doing it because he's sad he can't be a cyborg. Like what? Because he's allergic to cyborg.
I have one, if not both, of those games, and I've never touched it yet. But, okay, these are just like video game things that. Oh, I killed myself. I walked on the mine that I didn't notice was there.
Yes, as I recall, that's actually why he did it. You can press him in the conversation and like needle him about the fact he can't be a cool cyborg, and he gets very upset about it because he revealed his tragic past.
Because everybody's seeing this ad on the way out.
Lovecraft, delightful.
I'm not big on this.